Hello, podcast listeners. We know podcasts are a great way to catch up on a program that you may have missed on KSJE, and it's provided as a free service of this radio station. But you know, KSJE is now listener supported, and so while you enjoy this podcast, we hope that you'll also take some time to join KSJE. Become a member today. It's quite easy to do. Just go to our website at ksje.com/support and pick the level of support that best matches your budget. Thanks again for listening. Here's your podcast.
Now back to Studio A and the award-winning Scott Michlin morning program on KSJE.
Joining me this morning to talk about his appearance at the upcoming Four Corners Conference for Professional Development on February 26th, marvelous Mark Kamp is here with us this morning. And Mark, good morning. Thank you for joining us this morning. There he is.
Hey, it's great to be here. What an amazing event your community is about to lash upon their community and pour into them. Really excited of coming to the area.
Well,
Four Corners.
Yeah.
It's getting better than that.
Exactly. You can get to 4 states at once, so if you play your cards right. So there you go. You are coming with a great message about leadership and entitled, If You Want to Lead, You've Got to Turn It Up. And so I wanted to ask you a little bit about that and a little bit about your message, because I know you speak all around the country and share some of your expertise and some of your experiences with audiences everywhere. So what are you planning for Farmington?
Well, we're going to, A, have a lot of fun, B, the fact that everyone will have their Four Corners Conference branded drumsticks in their hand,
nice,
leading into the session, with the right kind of music and with tables in front of us. We're going to open up the show with the release of huge amounts of dopamine and oxytocin, and release a few endorphins as well. So people are just going to have a lot of fun. They're going to be totally engaged. It's going to be a presentation or an experience like they'd never experienced before. But they're also going to walk away with some really simple success and leadership principles that can easily be applied, whether they're a person working in the cities, in facilities, whether they're an office manager, whether they're an executive leader or whatever. We can never pour too much into ourselves for our own personal growth and own personal development. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Nice. And you bring with you a great amount of energy, I think, to get that point across. Is that something that all of us need to kind of maybe think about when we're talking about maybe trying to lead or being a leadership position, to show some enthusiasm in the direction that we want to take our group?
Well, that's a very good point. And I've always been known as the energy guy. That's just kind of been my DNA. But that's worked out really, really great for me, because you're absolutely right. The last 3 years we've ran with this turn it up theme, and you can use it in a lot of different ways. It can be turn it up, and it can be amp it up, turn up the volume. But every day, whether it's for our families, whether it's for our community, or whether it's the job or the business that we're working in today's world with technology changing so fast, and labor shortages, or people not showing up for work, or just people not being engaged, it's our responsibility, no matter where we are on the leadership chain, to turn it up every single day, to amp it up. And that means showing up. That means showing up not just once in a while, but you have to, as leaders, we have to be consistent. We have to show up. We have to turn it up every single day. And that is not just in the energy, but that is in the conversation, that is in the communication to break down those silos, and just turn it up on the engagement with your employees, with your team, with your band.
And you live in a place that's known for its high energy and turning up lifestyle, Las Vegas. And so is that something that finds its way into your presentations?
It does a little bit. I mean, that's one of the reasons my wife and I love this city so much, is that this city just has an energy about it. Even different, as much time as I've spent in New York, it's a different kind of energy in New York because you have people coming and going from around the world, just like we have people coming and going in our lives or in our businesses. But the fact that Las Vegas has always been known for excessive, abundance, over the top. And that's really what being a rock star, my presentation is about being a rock star or unleashing your inner rock star. And it doesn't matter, what city or what state you're from in the Four Corners area. We all are rock stars in our own arena, in our own field. And that kind of energy is automatically generated in Las Vegas, but you can take that same kind of energy and generate it in your place of work, in your business as well.
And so when audiences in a place that's maybe not like Las Vegas or a little different than Las Vegas listen to you, is there anything that the audience can do to prepare themselves for the high energy message that you bring to them?
Well, if you normally have an espresso in the morning, I would recommend you make that a triple. And if you do a monster drink, I would bring 2.
Got it. And that'll help.
No, in all seriousness, you just have to have an open mind. There's a lot of times I'll be in an audience where I have a few of those in the front row with their arms crossed, like, who's this guy, being loud, playing this music and talking about rock stars? What does it have to do with me or my business? But it's fun to see the transformation, just like we see transformation in business. By 15, 20 minutes, I have those arms uncrossed, and they've got their drumsticks, and they're, just like in your business, energy and excitement is contagious. And it's everyone's duty, obligation, and responsibility to share that energy and to share that excitement with everyone in your circle. And one of the key things that will happen during my presentation is that if you didn't realize you had that energy and excitement in you, we're going to unleash it, and it's going to be easier for you to turn it up every single day.
Well, and that was going to be my next question for you. If there was someone that's maybe new to a leadership position and maybe just kind of treading softly and trying to figure out how they fit into the grand scheme of things, they can certainly learn a thing or two, I think, from you and from your presentation then, correct?
Yeah, it's about not being afraid to what I've called the BUD, the big unreasonable dream. We're going to actually show you some science and some data on the power and psychology behind big unreasonable dreams, dreaming bigger than you normally do, more than the sales manager that said you need to increase your sales by 10% each year. That's going to be a lot of fun in itself, doing a deeper dive on that. But we're also going to show how dreaming bigger and bigger goals also sets you up to be more innovative and creative, because you're coming up with things that haven't been invented yet. So it forces you down a different mindset or a different way of thinking. And then we're also going to talk about how you can achieve more by doing less, by doubling down on effective communication and working together with your team, with your band. So that's why I said, you may be, like you mentioned, you may be new to leadership, but we're all leaders in some way, whether it's in our household, whether it's in our families, and you don't know where you're going to be 3 to 5 years from now. So why wouldn't you want to invest in yourself? And that's what I love about the leadership in this Four Corners area. They see the need, not just me, but the other speakers and presenters that they're going to have there. This is going to be an amazing day. I hope people will bring their whole office staff, not just their leadership, because the whole community and individuals will benefit from a whole day like this.
It seems like it for sure, especially with your message, and the theme of the conference is Power Up, Tools for Today, Strength for Tomorrow. On Thursday, February 26th, again, marvelous Mark Kamp is the keynote speaker. You can sign up for a full day or just to hear Mark and get a little dose of his energy during that Thursday session. And it'll be here at San Juan College at the Henderson Fine Arts Center. Mark, final thoughts before we let you go about your trip here to the Four Corners?
Well, a lot of us are afraid to face our fears. And you may be thinking, really, do I want to sit in an all-day conference like this, or do I want to take the time out away from my family, or I'm so backed up at work I really can't afford to take a day off. But I promise you, if you attend, and especially if you bring your team members with you, you will see how this day will allow you to achieve more and get more done by some of the strategies and the concepts that you're going to learn. And you're learning them from rock stars. So it's going to be fun, it's going to be engaging, and it's my goal to make sure that it's talked about for years to come.
Well, I bet it will be. We're looking forward to it. I really appreciate your time with me today. Thank you so much for joining me and sharing a little bit of your presentation that's coming up. I really, really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Look forward to rocking out with everyone in the area.
All right. We will see you soon.
Did you enjoy that podcast? We hope that you did. And if you did, share it with your friends. And if you really want to keep podcasts like this coming, please support KSJE. You can do it easily online at ksje.com.